Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Erica and I'm a homeschooling homemaking mama of 5. Today we are going through my bathroom because we're getting ready to take my closet out and just have some more space in here. So if I didn't tell you guys, there was a leak in my shower and it rotted out some of the floor or some of the walls. So my husband had to take off this drywall and replace it. So what's going to happen is I've got to replace this wall, but I do, he's going to. So we're going to replace that wall, but this is the closet we are taking out, and we're just going to put a little vanity area in it. It used to be a shower at one point before we moved in here, and then they turned it into a closet. But it's really awkward, as you can see, and I don't take very good care of it, and everything's shoved in here. I actually don't have a lot of clothes. It's just I'm pretty content with mixing the same things. But here's my husband's closet, and this is the big issue. He's got to clear it out. He and I are not good with spaces like this, but we do better when we share stuff because the other one wants to take care of it for the other one, I guess. So he's going to be working on decluttering this closet, and I'm going to be moving my stuff into here, into this little small section you guys see right here, because I really don't have a lot of clothes. And that's just how I am. What happens is I switch my clothes out, every so often, but I wear like the same few things over and over again. So these are my extra sheets, and I'm just folding those up and putting them in a little thing that I do because I switch out my sheets when, I'm washing them. I have like 5 pairs of shoes that I actually wear. Actually, I have like 3 pairs of shoes that I actually wear. And like 1 pair of nice heels that I wear to church. And then the rest are just, little slip-on flats. So I like clothes. It's not that I'm not a girly girl. I love my funky, weird stuff. You'll see when we go through my closet here in a second that I've got a lot of colors. And apparently I'm really into animal prints right now. But like I said, I will go through phases where I wear the same, 5 or 6 outfits over and over again in different things. And then I wear them out and then I, get rid of them and move on to something else. So that's just how I am. But yeah, I'm all about some cheetah print, y'all. And apparently some camo. Now I do have a couple pieces of vintage clothing in here that I'm pulling out that I'm going to store that I have kept for years. And while I am trying to minimalize my storage space, there are some things that I do want to keep, and I don't feel like I have to get rid of absolutely everything. So, and I'm not going to, but I am going to really try to think about stuff. Like that skirt I just held up, I've had it forever. It looked really cute on me when I was skinnier, but I haven't worn it in a while, but I am still going to hang on to it. So I completely contradicted myself. I'm talking about keeping stuff and then I make it seem like I'm going to get rid of something. What I meant to say was, while I think my train of thought is going to be, if I'm storing stuff and it's in the way, then I need to rethink it. So if some of these clothes end up being in the way when I go to actually finally put everything together in that back closet, then I will go back over them and get rid of a few pieces. So a lot of my vintage clothes, though, came from my mother, and I would need to give it back to her if I decide I don't want it. But I don't know. I don't think we should absolutely get rid of everything we own, but I guess if it's in the way, then it's really not important, right? I have a ton of Halloween clothes, and that was another thing I was going through. I've got a lot of leggings, and I do like I like my seasonal leggings, but I'm going to store those up with my Halloween clothes. So that's been a hard thing for me, are my Halloween decorations and stuff. But that wasn't too big of a problem this time because, like I said, I took all my decorations out of my closet a couple months back and put them in my bathroom.
Y'all, ooh, I like this angle. No wonder people take pictures from it. I'm looking all slender. I have got my son Mason here. He has not been officially introduced. You want to pop your head up under here and say hello? They can't see you. Not with a knife. He's going to unbox my Craftsman wet dry vac or shop vac. I'm really excited because I bought this with my housekeeping money. It was on sale for $54. It was originally $65, I think. I mainly got it for my car, my Expedition, so I didn't have to waste so much money going to the vacuum thingy. And then I also, excuse me, buddy, want to show you guys these because y'all know I love Scrub Daddy. I don't know what they are. I guess they're supposed to be like the bleach pads or bleach pads. What do you call them?
Sponges?
Mr. Eraser, or the racers, yeah. And then the Scrub Daddies, which are sponges, which I'm not normally a fan of sponges, but I love their other ones so much, I think I might like this. So Mason, you want to show it off. It's a 5-gallon, which I really wanted a smaller one, but the price of this was so good, and the horsepower was 4 point whatever, so I figured that would probably do better. Oh my gosh, look how shiny it is, y'all. Ooh, it's so pretty. Where'd you go? Are you done? I think he's done. No, he's coming back. Look at that. Ooh, it's pretty. Ooh, I can check my face. Check my face while I'm getting all that dirt up. But it's got all these nifty attachments. Does it have wheels? See, I really didn't want wheels. I don't like the ones with wheels.
They don't have wheels.
They do have wheels. There's one right here.
No, there are wheels.
Yeah. Maybe I just won't put the wheels on. But I had one of these. I had a shop vac that I bought about 2 summers ago, and it was supposed to be a wet dry, and we used it with water, and it never worked again the same. And now it honestly sounds like I'm killing some kind of machinery when I turn it on, and it doesn't get anything up in it. So I'm pretty excited about this. I thought it would be good to take with me for my car mainly, and then when I go to clean other houses, because I'm not bringing my Dyson just because it's my Dyson. And this might be good for, like, you know, the butt cracks of the cushions and stuff and all that. Because even though the Dyson works real well on that, it still doesn't get, all of it. So what are we missing, dude?
The actual...
Is it missing a piece?
This thing.
Bet it's inside.
That makes sense here.
How do you open it? Yep, there it is. Ooh, look at all these pieces.
Shiny.
You're not in the shot. Do you want to get in the shot?
No.
He don't want to get in the shot now, y'all. It's got the filter pads and stuff. I have to say, the last shop vac I had, I think it was our fault because this was for the wet one. What, buddy? Here are the wheels. Anyway, I'm going to put this all together, and then we're going to try it out in my back room because I have been decluttering some more today, and I've got a whole nother tote and a box full of stuff. And the box I'm not even counting. So I've got 2 totes done, so that's 2 out of 7. But I'll show you that in a minute. In the meantime, let's get this thing together. Thank you, Mason. Aha, this is the one I was looking for.
Y'all, I am not too proud to admit that sometimes I'm not the brightest crown in the box. And I guess this thing is like got a blower on it too, and that's what happened right here. It was shooting out, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? And then I realized there's 2 attachments, places where I can connect it. So there wasn't really any impressive footage of the vacuum, but I am very, very pleased with this purchase. So far, I would definitely recommend it. I am obviously not sponsored or anything. I just wanted to share with you guys my new little tool since this is a cleaning channel and that's what I got it for. But I'll let y'all know again when I take it out to my expedition. So this is a really hard area. This particular shelf is very difficult. It's all these little knickknacks and stuff. And I want to put it in a box, and that's my first thought. But here's the problem. If it's in a box, I won't look at it again. And I'm starting to realize I am not a box person. I can't put stuff in a box because I won't come back to it. It won't happen. So there's my printer for my homeschool thing, and that is a generator underneath there. And this is all the stuff that I got rid of, y'all. Look at that tote. Now, the stuff in front of it I'm not getting rid of, but that tote right there with, I didn't get rid of those Easter bunny things. I just put them in there because I'm going to take them out to my living room. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself. Like, I'm really getting rid of a lot of stuff, and I'm embarrassed to say that closet really, there was more space in it than there should have been, but I had just cluttered so much stuff up. It was just, anyway. So here's the donation pile. Again, I didn't get rid of the Easter bunnies. Hey y'all, thank you for watching my video and making it to the end. I'm gonna be honest, I'm doing my outro before I've even put the video together because I was loving the way these new eyelashes looked. And I am not gonna be wearing makeup the rest of the week because I'm just not gonna feel like it. And I'm gonna sneak a little peek over here at my daughter. She's keeping me company. She is working on an argumentative essay. So it's definitely not the last minute. And it's definitely not the night before it's due. And she's definitely gotten started on it already. And it's definitely not almost bedtime.
Really don't have like 2 hours.
Yeah, she really doesn't only have 2 hours to do it, but she's fine. It's okay. So it is not really, well, it's Wednesday night for me, but that would mean it's Saturday when I'm putting this out. I was super proud of myself. I got a lot of decluttering done today, which is Wednesday, not Saturday. And hopefully by the time this videos come out, I have decluttered even more. We are having a hard time finding a place to put this futon. They won't take it at Goodwill. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But I donated a bunch of stuff. My husband actually has a huge bag of clothes that we're going to donate to the men's rehab center. We try to donate our clothes and stuff to the women's and men's drug rehabilitation place that my sister works at. My sister and my brother-in-law work at. It's just something we are all incredibly passionate about. But anyway, so back to the decluttering though and stuff. I've done quite a bit of that, but I'm at that stage right now in my house where, you know how you have to make you have to make a huge mess before you can get it clean. Like I'm pulling everything out of all the corners and stuff. My husband and I are switching our closets around. Well, we're not switching them around. I'm taking my stuff out of mine so he can tear the walls down this weekend. I'm super excited about that, y'all. I know that may not make sense. Like, why in the world would I get rid of a closet? But that's just how I work. I can't have a space to clutter. And I think I'll do better sharing this big walk-in closet with my husband because it won't be my space. It'll be our space. And I guess maybe that's a little self-deprecating. I don't know. Like, that's not nice to myself. Like, if it's just mine, I don't take very good care of it. So, but if it's something else, somebody else's, I try to take better care of it. So, anyway, that's what we're doing as far as that goes. But let's get to the tattoo story time. And so disclaimer, if you don't want to hear about tattoos, just go ahead and stop it here. So the tattoo we are doing today, I'll just go ahead and show you.
I thought he had one of those on his inner arm as well.
No. He's got Don't Poke the Bear.
I know, I just got that. Oh, okay.
Sorry, my daughter and I are arguing about tattoos. Who's got what? So I definitely didn't pause. Recording. You're fine, honey. I definitely didn't pause the video to look up the pronunciation, right, Haley? I definitely didn't. I knew exactly how to pronounce my tattoo. Totally did. So it's Montanai Semper Liberi. Yes.
I feel like it's Semper.
It's Semper. We're not sure. Anyway, it means mountaineers are always free. And my husband has one too, just written in different font. And his is on his forearm. We got these right before we got married. And the reason we got them is it's our state motto. Mountaineers are always free. So this is actually my second time recording this because I realized I was ranting. So obviously, we live in West Virginia. I'm not originally from here. My husband is. He was born here. I was born in Kentucky. That is where my dad and mom met. My mom's family, my grandfather was a minister, and they're actually from Texas. So they met in high school. That just happened to be where my grandfather was ministering. So I was born in Kentucky, but we didn't live there very long. We moved to West Virginia for a brief moment, and then moved to Pittsburgh, and then we moved to Georgia. My grandparents were already living in Georgia at the time. They had already moved from Kentucky to Georgia, so that's where we lived. And then my parents got divorced, and my dad actually got a really good job offer in West Virginia to open up a lumber company here, lumber store. So that's how he ended up in West Virginia, which he's not even in West Virginia now anyway. So he lived here for several years. And then my sister and I, we kind of went back and forth between my dad and my grandparents' house. My grandparents in Atlanta, and then my dad's house in West Virginia. So then I think I was about 19, maybe 18 or 19. I was living in Atlanta, and I became pregnant with my oldest son, and I decided I didn't want to raise him in Atlanta. I'm not going to get into his personal business, but his biological father, it didn't work out. So, and that's fine. Well, I mean, it has to be. That's just what it is. But that's a story for another day, if at all. So we moved back. So I moved up to West Virginia to live with my dad. Then I had my son, and then I met my ex-husband, which I actually had met him in high school. We had been friends before, and then we got married, and then I had my second son, and then my ex-husband and I, which now we're actually very good friends. At least I think so. I hope so. And then we got divorced, and then I met my husband, Jeremy. So I've always loved this state, but it wasn't until I got into college and I had to take some kind of elective. So I decided to take Appalachian Studies. And then when I met Jeremy, he was a coal miner at the time. Be honest, I didn't know anything about it. And there was something, he took me to this place called Kmore. Was it Kmore that we went to first? Yeah. We went and hiked to Kmore, and I fell in love with it. You literally hike up the side of the mountain. If any of y'all know where New River Gorge is, that's where we don't live there now, but that's where we live near. And he took me, the great thing about West Virginia is you can be in a little city and think that, you can go 2 miles outside that city and you are in the middle of wilderness. So we lived right outside the gorge, New River Gorge, the big bridge and stuff. And he took me to hike Kmore, and you hike up this side of this mountain, you can see the gorge, you can see this waterfall, and then all of a sudden you come to a coal mine. And it's got this cute little sign that said, well, it's not really cute when you think about why it's there, but it says your family wants you to stay safe. And there's a coal mine. And I don't know what it was, and just to know that there was this whole little city or little community and everything, anyway, from that moment on, I was obsessed, and it has not stopped. So I have been obsessed with coal culture ever since. I ended up minoring in Appalachian Studies. I just fell in love with this state and everything about it. And yeah, I mean, it's because of my husband, but my husband's a great person, and he's got a wonderful personality. And I'm whispering because I don't want him to hear me and his head get bigger than it already is. But no, there's nothing wrong with you. Always tell people you love how much you love them and why they're important to you. But anyway, so that's how I got, that's where I found my passion in life. I guess it's coal culture, coal heritage. This state is just really undervalued and underappreciated. And I know that there's a ton of stuff. I don't want to get into politics or anything, but I know how sometimes we look to the rest of the world, and sometimes it's okay. You guys don't have to know how wonderful this is, because it'll keep this state, it'll keep our mountains, it'll keep our rivers. And I'm just kidding. If y'all ever have the opportunity to come through here, you should. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous state. Like, we live near the capital, and it doesn't take long. Like, I literally live up on top of a mountain, and you can see nothing but green. And then you can go 2 miles down the road, and then there's the Capitol. Maybe I shouldn't be telling y'all exactly where I live. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm fine. If y'all know anything, you don't mess with people up in a holler, so I'm good. I'm not worried about it. But anyway, so that is my story time. Did I say my whole story time, Haley? She's going to have to review my video. Oh, sorry. She's busy doing her paper, and I'm
copying down works-cited crap, and my brain hurts.
Oh, she's doing school, and I'm distracting her. Okay.
It's okay. What will you say?
Nothing. Never mind. My daughter doesn't love me, y'all. I'm just kidding. Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope my story time was okay. I know I tend to be all over the place. I am feeling a little bit better. I'm still feeling a little tingly, but I'm doing great. We went to church tonight, and I tell you what, I did notice I always pay attention, but sometimes my mind just gets a little distracted, and I was able to really focus. It was a really good message, but it always is. It was one of the other pastors, but it was, ironically, it was a message about staying focused and not allowing yourself to be distracted by, even sometimes good things. So, but it was a great message. So I don't know if that was my medicine working, that I was able to focus more, or a combination, but whatever it was, I'm blessed. It was awesome. So, anyway, I hope wherever y'all are at, you're having an awesome one, and I hope to see you guys in the blessed one. Well, I do hope to see you all in a blessed one. I hope to see you guys in the next one, and I hope y'all have a blessed one. Bye.
Woohoo! I am done. I am done. I am done. I am done. Oh crap, that's all.